The steps needed to access the other side are the same as this side. There are 12 rivets that need to be removed.
Unscrew the middle of the rivet while applying pressure to the outer rim. Once the middle is pulled out, you can then pry out the base of the fastener.
The steps needed to access the other side are the same as this side. We recommend wearing gloves when changing your lights. The oils on your fingers can create hot spots and cause the bulb to burn out prematurely.
Lift the panel to remove it. Remove the Torx bolts by turning them counterclockwise.
There are 4 bolts that need to be removed. There are 2 bolts that secure the housing to the vehicle.
Remove the bolts by turning them counterclockwise.
Now what we want to do is remove the hood latch here.
Remove the fastener by prying it up. Remove the bolts by turning them counterclockwise.
Get those out, and then we just want to pull this up and get it kind of out of the way because it is obviously attached to the bumper and the grill, so we have to take that off.
There are 2 fasteners that need to be removed.
Pry out to release the fasteners. Considering the amount of effort required to access the bulb assembly, we recommend replacing both sides at once.
Turn the wheel to give yourself better access to the lining.
Remove the bolts by turning them counterclockwise.
We can see that there's kind of this hole here, so you really don't have to pull back the liner. And we're just going to go up here, and there's 2, I believe they're 10 mils.
Remove the bolts by turning them counterclockwise.
Turn the wheel to give yourself better access to the lining.
Remove the bolts by turning them counterclockwise. Remove the bolts by turning them counterclockwise.
When we take this bumper off, I'm just going to recommend doing this first, is we're going to disconnect the fog lights essentially. And all you have to do is reach up underneath the vehicle.
There are 2 fasteners that need to be removed.
Remove the fasteners by prying them back.
We're going to come around the side, and what you have to do is kind of push down like that. And you can see there's a little pin in there, and then just kind of pull that back and away from the bumper area, just like that. What we're going to do is, same thing we did on the other side, kind of push this down first like that and get this pin out of there, and then just kind of pull it over kind of like that, okay? We are going to want to lift up right here and then pull the entire bumper off. So it'll kind of come like that. And be careful because it can be a little heavy. You might want to kind of grab it down here. Just make sure that you're supporting it so that when you pull it off, you can get it off and completely out of the way here.
Remove the bolts by turning them counterclockwise.
The first thing we want to do is right underneath here, there's a little wiring harness that you just have to kind of pry off.
Remove the fastener by prying it down. Pry the housing away from the vehicle first, then pull it out.
You're less likely to scratch the paint on your vehicle if you use a panel puller to help pry out the housing.
Slide the tab and pull the connector to remove it. Now you can replace your housing with a new one. Push the connector straight in to connect the bulb housing.
Align the tabs and push the housing to get it back into place.
If you kind of line up this top part, everything else should kind of line up. And then when we get it into place, we are going to want to push to kind of lock it in there, and it should be relatively secure at that point.
Replace the fastener by pushing it back in. Replace the bolts by turning them clockwise.
Make sure the bulb housing is secure.
Bring the grill back up. I just want to point out we have these two little kind of toe areas down here. You got to make sure that that goes over that section. It can get a little hung up on those areas. Kind of line up those sections on the bottom. That's kind of the easiest way to get it into position. And then just kind of line up these sections on the top here. And what we'll do is kind of just push. These ones on the top here will kind of click in and kind of hold this into position. We'll look down on the bottom here. That's through there. That's through there. Everything looks good. Now the only other thing we have to do is go to the side and kind of just put the side back up. There's a little tab that kind of goes up in there to help position that in the side there, just like so. We're going to do the same thing we did on the other side over here. The little pins we got to get up in there. Now when you bring these sides over, make sure that the wheel well liner is tucked on the inside before you kind of put this back into place here.
Replace the bolts by turning them clockwise. Replace the bolts by turning them clockwise.
Turn the wheel to give yourself better access to the lining.
Replace the bolts by turning them clockwise. Replace the bolts by turning them clockwise. Push the connector straight in to connect the housing. Push the connector straight in to connect the housing. Replace the fasteners by pushing them back in. Replace the bolts by turning them clockwise.
Then we're going to go ahead and I have the section here for the hood prop, and what we want to do is just set that kind of into position here.
Replace the bolts by turning them clockwise.
Make sure the assembly is tight and secure.
Replace the fastener by pushing it back in. Replace the Torx bolts by turning them clockwise.
And then we have these little flap areas here. One right here and one right kind of over here. Now you might have to kind of reach down in here to pull them up and out. But essentially we're going to pull it up and out, and then we just push these tabs back into the top of the grill here to kind of hold this into place.
Replace the fasteners by pushing them back in. Replace the upper panel. Align the base of the rivet first. Next, push down on the center to lock it in place.